Hello, I'm Zach Van Sliders. This is Old Man Gaming, and this is another horrible game review. Why is it horrible? Because, disclaimer, I'm a house dad. I don't do this professionally. I don't get paid for it. So, if you hear my kid in the background, or you hear some background noise, or just a really long pause, I'm not going to edit it out. Other thing that you should know, I don't do scores for video games. I think they're the most subjective form of art. And so therefore, I think that I'm going to give you an overview, then the pros and the cons of the game, and hopefully that helps you decide whether you should play it or not. I'm going to give one final disclaimer for this game. Now, I don't play these games as much as an in-depth review. Usually I get about 5 to 10 hours to make these videos. With this one, even less. And I will explain why in my cons section. Let's get right into this. Astroneer is kind of in the vein of exploration, kind of along the lines of No Man's Sky, with kind of elements of Minecraft in it. The idea is your character goes to a planet, there's not a ton of story into it, and you basically have to mine resources from the planet to build structures and to customize things. I hate this game. I hate it. So we should say that up front. And I don't usually hate games, but this one I could not get past the tutorial. So I don't have any pros for this game. I just don't. I feel that if you really like exploration games, which I do, I have a ton of hours invested in No Man's Sky, play No Man's Sky. If you like crafting and creation games where you get to build stuff, play Minecraft. This game seems to take the worst elements of both of those things and put them together. So we're going to do our first ever only cons review for Old Man Gaming. And again, the controls are very complicated. They're very hard to master, even with the tutorial. There's a lot of buttons, and it's very easy to press the wrong button for the wrong thing. I would be able to see past most of this if the game didn't have this insane feature built in of you can't just, when you land on a planet, you can't just explore the planet. You have to build these tracks of oxygen tubes from point to point to point to point in order for your little guy to jack into these oxygen tubes and be able to breathe. That sounds like an interesting way to do things. I can tell you right now, it's super irritating and annoying. You can only get so many feet away from the thing, or you detach and start to suffocate, so you can't just do the rampant exploration that games like this really feed off of, like a No Man's Sky. And yeah, No Man's Sky has an oxygen system, but it's more of a, I collect this resource and then I use this resource to get more oxygen. So it never feels super severe, and it never really hurts just the exploration of the game. Whereas this does. You have to build this track to wherever you're going, so you're limited to that track. It's very tedious and very irritating. I found it super frustrating, and it really hindered me enjoying this game and being able to go into like the more meat and potatoes of it, like into the story or whatever. It took me 37 minutes to get through the tutorial, and when I was done with it, I wanted to pull out what remaining hair I have. So there's that. The building part seems clunky and kind of hard to control, especially with the land manipulation. And the exploration, again, hampered by the oxygen tubes. So with all that said, I guess I'm going to keep this one short, and this is unfortunate that I don't have any pros for this game, but I did not take one bit of fun away from my 37 minutes with it. And again, I'm a guy who likes to play very weird, niche, and crazy games. I have put over 100 hours into No Man's Sky, and heck, most people don't even like that game. So I don't know. I really wish I could have seen what the people who created Astroneer were going for in this one, and I never saw it, and I never was able to get to a point to see it because I found the game so tedious that I just had to walk away. So, gonna be a short review today. I'm sorry it's so negative. Usually I'm not negative if you've watched the other videos, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just don't like a game. Alright, thank you. This has been a horrible review by Old Man Gaming, and horrible because it's horrible. Heck, I only played 37 minutes of this game. I'm sure you can find better reviews out there that maybe say better things about it, but as long as you guys keep watching these terrible things, I'm going to keep making them. So, until next time, everyone. Hey, are you into self-torture? Do you want to watch more of these terrible, horrible reviews? Well, you're in luck, because if low production values are your thing, click any of the things you see around you to see more terrible reviews that I did in my basement. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for a steady stream of abuse.